Hey everyone, it's Carolyn. Welcome to the channel. Today I have another pick a pile reading for you. And so I have the postcards from Spirit here for you to pick your piles from. And basically this reading is going to be a message from Spirit that you need to hear. So this can be from a past loved one, from your Spirit team, however you want to view Spirit to you. But basically this is just a message that you need to hear and that the universe wanted you to hear. And so take a moment and pause the video if you need to meditate. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. And the timestamps for each of these piles is going to be in the description box down below. And so if you're drawn to look at the numbers and see if there's any angel numbers that stand out to you, feel free to do that. But really just take a moment and focus on what you're being drawn to. You can always watch more than one pile if that's what resonates for you. I also want to add that if this reading resonates and you're drawn to leave a donation, I greatly appreciate that. And if you want to get your own private in-depth reading, I do sell them. You can check out my Etsy shop or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Everything's going to be linked in the description box down below. If you're new to the channel, I also want to say welcome. Please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my next video. I post new videos every single week and I post more readings like this. So I do pick a pile readings, collective readings, and zodiac readings. I also do unboxing videos of different tarot and oracle decks, and I also do educational videos to help you all with your spiritual journeys. And so with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start off the readings. So those of you who chose pile number 1, for your cards, you have your postcard from Spirit, you have Seduction, and card 27, Receiving. So your postcard from Spirit says, Dearest you, a rigid tree branch breaks under strong winds, yet flexible seaweed survives powerful ocean swells. Right now, we gently remind you that being flexible is a good choice when faced with life's challenges. Surrender your fixed ideas to Spirit, who knows what is in your highest good and can deliver to you what you need in the appropriate form. In this moment, rather than fighting or being too sure of your way working out, be a little looser and allow for another outcome. Compromise can be the best way forward if you are to learn new ways of doing and singing. Stay aware, curious, and teachable. Take life out of life's terms. Your purpose may push you in a direction not on your map. Let it. Be so flexible that no storm can uproot you. In the end, you will experience the beauty that is yours. We love you so much. So I'm going to take a moment to rearrange these cards so you can see them a bit better. Okay, so the first thing that I'm hearing from your Spirit team is to let them take care of you. Now, some of you, this is like let the universe take care of you, and others, this is like you have people in your life that you need to let take care of you. Because I get it, you have a lot going on your plate right now. You have a lot that you are trying to do, and you feel like you have these big obstacles in your way. You feel like you have these challenges. And your Spirit team sees that, they're aware of it, and the person giving you this message is not trying to negate that, but they're also saying that you have to accept these challenges are there, and not every challenge can be overcome in the way that you want to do it. You might have the perfect plan, you might have the best path forward, but that path is not an option for you. And so if you keep trying to achieve your outcome in the way that you want it to, you're never going to reach it. And that's where Spirit's stepping into your life right now and giving you this message, because it's not that your plan is bad, but your plan didn't account for this challenge. So your plan is not looking at the reality of things, and you're never going to get what you want without paying attention to where you're at. It's like, let's say, if we're talking like physically, you have to get someplace, and let's say you're on an island, and you're like, I want to get to this town which is not on this island. The obstacle is the water, but you're refusing to take a plane, you're refusing to take a boat, you're refusing to swim. So you have no options. Everyone understands that the plan is that you want to get here. But if you're not looking for these solutions, if you're not seeing the realistic challenge in front of you and working on overcoming that, you can keep repeating the plan over and over again. It's not going to change that you have an obstacle in your path. And if you can't come up with a solution because you're not perfect, you are human, let the answer come to you. Let the answer find you. Right now, what I'm sensing from Spirit, they're telling you to be flexible. They're telling you to go with the flow. So this means you have this obstacle in your path. You need to accept it. You need to see it. And you need to be like, okay, you know what? I might not like this obstacle. I really hate that this is happening to me, but it is happening to me. And you have to accept it so that then you can be like, okay, I'm out of my depth. I don't know how to overcome this. I don't know what to do. I know that I want to. I know that if I was given the path forward, I would work my best to achieve it and I would figure this out. But I'm at a loss right now. You need to accept that, because that's when you're going to receive the answer. Either people in your life are going to come and they're going to help you and be like, do this. All you need to do is listen to what this person is saying, or listen to the signs from spirit and allow your intuition to lead you to where you need to be, where you find the people who are going to help you. Because I really get the sense right now that your spirit team is there, they're watching you. They're literally telling you that they love you so much. And if you look at the guidebook for a card 27, receiving, it literally starts off with, you are so loved. You have people in your corner who are going to help you. You're not meant to fail. You have a lot going on right now. It's challenging, it's difficult. You're not meant to fail. This is not set in stone. This is not something that you have to let go of completely. Your desire to overcome this will happen. That's not the obstacle. The issue is your path on how to overcome it is what's wrong. It's what you haven't fully thought out, or you're not paying attention to what you need to adapt within it. Don't give up on the end goal. Don't give up on what you truly want. Don't give up on, what you've been working on, what you think your life purpose is. The goal itself is not bad. You have to give up the how. You have to allow yourself to realize that you don't have all the answers, and that you have to listen to the people in your life who do have answers, who do have guidance, who have wisdom. You don't know it all. I feel like you have a lot of challenges, you faced a lot of obstacles before, and you feel like you have to be in control. And so you feel like, no, I've been through harder situations than this, I've gone through this, I can do it, I can handle it all. You can't. You're going to break, you're going to burn out. That's why Spirit wanted you to get this message. You need to receive, you need to let people take care of you, you need to allow yourself a break so that you can rest. That's not defeat, that's not surrendering where you're never going to achieve what you want, but it's surrendering to the current plan, and it's giving yourself time to actually overcome it in a way that's sustainable for you, in a way where you're not going to be burnt out, and in a way that's smart. Honestly, I feel like what's going on now is that you are so desperate to overcome this, you're so desperate to move on, you're so desperate to get out of this current situation that you are, kicking and screaming and using all your energy to try and overcome it, trying to save more money, trying to do everything for everyone, trying to take control of your career, take control of your home life, your love life, whatever it is. You're trying so hard and you're putting all this energy into it, and you're burning yourself out, and you're not seeing results. You're not achieving what you want, because yes, you have all this energy and you're doing everything, but you're doing too much of nothing. It's not that your heart's in the wrong place, it's just you're putting your energy into things that is not actually helping you solve this. It's not helping you heal this. And so it's kind of like, let's say that you're in a swimming competition and you're using all your energy, you're treading water, and you are staying afloat, and it's like you're really using all your energy to tread water, but you're losing the competition because you're not meant to tread water. Everyone else is doing the butterfly stroke, and here you are treading water. The competition doesn't care about who used more energy or who put in more effort if you're not following the rules of what you're meant to do. And so right now it's like you're doing too much of nothing, because yes, you're putting a lot of energy into it, but your energy is keeping you in the same place. You're not getting past this obstacle, you're not moving forward. Again, I feel like Spirit's telling you, you don't have the answer. So if you don't have the answer, you have to get the answer, you have to find it. And you're not gonna get that by forcing yourself to come up with the answer. I mean, anytime you see people, even with creative blocks, the way they overcome that creative block is not by, sitting and forcing themselves to be creative. It's by going out, living their life, and, getting inspired by something with that change in perspective, or going out and asking people for ideas and then getting some inspiration from someone that they then work with, they expand upon, they make it their own. Like, it's like you need that spark, you need that thing to ignite you. And I feel like right now, the universe is looking at you like, your energy's in the right place, but you're too fragile, you're too breakable. You have to go with the flow, you have to let things happen and adapt with the challenges, move with them, and receive. When you receive things, you don't always receive what you want. You're not always going to have someone who can step in and offer you exactly what you need. They can only give you the best that they can offer. And when you need to receive, when you need to accept what they're offering, you can't cherry pick it and be like, well, you know what, I actually wanted this, so you know what, I don't want it. It's like, no, you got to take what you can get sometimes. And that's what's going on. The perfect plan may not fall into your lap. That doesn't mean that stepping stones aren't there. That doesn't mean a path forward isn't there. But you have to be looking for a way out. You can't look for the perfect way out. And then with the seduction card, to me what this is indicating is that this is about allowing yourself to let go of control and let things reveal themselves to you, where you're enjoying the journey, where you're looking at things and letting them play out and adapting with the situation, with the mood and the energy of things. Your end goal is going to be the same, but how you get there changes. That's what this is representing to me. Let things come into your life and take care of you. Let things come into your life and seduce you in a way, especially those of you looking for love. I feel like you might be looking for love with either specific people or in a very specific way, like you have this timeline in mind, and you have to let go of that and just let things play out in divine timing. Let go of your harsh rules or the details that you're looking for specifically. You know, everything in life, it's okay to have certain standards with them, but you have to make sure that the standards are actually protecting yourself in some way and not just something that you're doing for the sake of judgment. Like, yes, are these preferences something that you would truly love to have? Yes. But sometimes those small details don't truly matter, especially not when you get the end results that you wanted anyway, with the overarching energy of what you truly needed. And so I feel like your spirit guides are looking at you right now and saying you need to let go of your own level of control. Right now, allow yourself to realize, hey, what am I putting energy towards that's not actually helping me? What am I wasting time on? What is actually taking away from me enjoying my life? And do this shadow work and look at the ways in which you have become very inflexible with your life and what is actually going to lead to you breaking. And look at this especially with your goals out of life that you've been working on. Pay attention to the things that you have been doing that maybe aren't yielding the results that you want, but you've been too stubborn to let go of them. You've been too stubborn to find a different path or switch the plan, adapt it. And pay attention to what other people in your life are saying. And next time someone gives advice to you, be like, okay, maybe this is hurting my ego, maybe this is making me feel defensive, but maybe I should listen. It's about getting out of your own perspective, being more flexible, be more adaptable, be more open to listening to others. And be more open to receiving, even if it's not what you wanted. Sometimes receiving a little bit is better than receiving none, because if you keep saying no to everything that people offer you or everything that the universe offers to you, eventually you're not going to have any offers. Then you're going to be truly by yourself, and then you're not going to have any solutions, because you can't force solutions. You can't force creativity. You can't force yourself to break through things and understand them. Sometimes you need someone else's opinion, and so you got to be open to letting them help you even when you don't necessarily want it, because otherwise they're not going to be there when you need them. And I also feel like some of you need to understand that when people are giving you advice, when they're trying to help you out, it's coming from a place of love. It's not coming from a place of judgment. It's not coming from a place of control. These people are looking out for you, and they're seeing the bigger picture, and they're seeing what you're not seeing. And so if someone tells you something that you don't want to hear, it's okay. Maybe right then in the moment you don't have to jump for joy. You don't have to be excited about it. It's not going to be fun. Your ego is going to be bruised. That's valid. But don't get defensive and don't take it out on them. Be like, okay, I hear what you're saying. I don't know if I love that, but I'll think about it. And then actually take time and sit with yourself and figure out what's making you not like it. What is it triggering within yourself that you need to work on, that you need to heal? And then actually pay attention to the advice once you have separated it from you and be like, okay, objectively, what would this advice do for me? How would it help me? How would it hinder me? And actually see if it's good advice or not. But don't just knock something because you're afraid, or it stirs something inside of you that you don't want to heal, that you don't want to deal with, and so then you take it out on other people in your life. This is really a message for you right now to understand, let other people help you, let them take care of you, let them do things for you. This is in all areas of life. You have to let go of your own sense of control. You have to let go of your specific plan and what you want to do. You can't micromanage things. Pay attention to your end goal, work on getting there, Don't worry about how you get there. Just trust the process. Trust the fact that you have people in your life who love you, who support you, who are going to help you. And get out of your own way and stop feeling like everyone's against you. Yes, you have these challenges. Yes, you have these obstacles. Everyone does. You just don't always know about it. So don't feel like you have to do this alone. You can rely on others. It's not you against everyone. It's not you against the world. Let people in and let them help you. I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to know. It's like, stop doing it all yourself. Stop throwing this pity party for one. It's okay to complain. It's okay to accept that these challenges are not fun, but rely on the people you have. Don't do it all alone, because then you're isolating yourself. Then you are the one who's victimizing yourself. They might not know the full extent of what you're going through, but there's people who are going to help you, who can relate, but you have to open up to them first. And I feel like this is a little bit of like a harsh message, but I feel like Spirit just wants you to understand, like, you have people who love you, who support you, who are going to help you. If you don't utilize them, you're only making this harder for yourself. And like, your spirit team sending you so much love right now. Like, they don't want you to feel alone. They don't want you to feel isolated. That's why they're really trying to drive this message home for you. And so really just take this to heart, really think about it, really meditate on it. And I hope this resonates for you. If it does, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family. And make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post future videos. I'm gonna have more of my videos linked in the cards above that you can watch next. And if this reading resonated for you and you want to leave a donation, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to get your own private reading, everything's going to be linked in the description box for how you can reach out to me. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose pile number 2, for your cards, you have your postcard from Spirit, you have Healing Heart, and card 19, Dream a Beautiful Dream. So you have, Dearest Wonderful You. To help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all your desires, no matter what kind, like magic seed pods in a blanket glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reactions from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive attention take to the wind. Your desires count and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating the world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be Spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply, and we are so happy to support you. So I'm going to take a moment to rearrange these cards so you can see them a bit better. Honestly, what I'm sensing from Spirit is whatever thing you were going for, whatever thing you truly wanted out of life that you stopped doing because someone got in your head or told you it was stupid or convinced you that it was never going to work or that it was a bad idea, don't listen to them. Stop putting yourself down because someone else got in your head. I really feel like Spirit's looking at you like, are you gonna let this person control you? And this feels like it's someone who's not even a part of your life anymore. This feels like this was someone that you realized was toxic and you cut them off and you have cut ties with them. And you're still letting them control you. And Spirit's not judging you for it. Like, Spirit understands that this was very difficult for you and that, you know, you have to heal your heart, you know. But Spirit is looking at you like you have done such a great job of getting away from them, of moving on, of making it where they're not affecting you anymore. But internally, you still have a lot of work to do. You've done a lot of things physically in your present life. You haven't healed those old wounds. That's what you need to do. That's why you have the healing heart. The only one who's going to heal your heart is yourself. You have to heal yourself. And part of this comes from looking at everything that they told you that you couldn't be or that you couldn't do and saying, you know what? You're wrong. I'm going to do it. I'm going to succeed. It's about not letting them win, not letting them have the say over what you do with your own life. Build your sense of confidence back. And the way you do that is sometimes by forcing yourself into this role, into this world that you want, going for your desires, making it work, not taking no for an option. You don't always have to be confident, but you can pretend to be confident. You can pretend like you know what you're doing. I really feel like your Spirit team wants you to dream a beautiful dream, because not only is this going to help you heal and gain more confidence, gain more self-love and respect for yourself and set better boundaries, it's also going to allow you to be an inspiration for others. And I know, I feel like some of you, it's like you're rolling your eyes, like, I'm not going to be an inspiration for others. I barely know anyone. And like, I feel like what Spirit's telling you, it's like, you don't have to be an inspiration for the masses. But you can be an inspiration to your friends, to your children, to your own family, to your coworkers, to your neighbors, to the people that you know. You don't have to know a lot of people to still be a level of an inspiration for them. And I feel like what you're gonna teach them is not to let other people define what they can do, and not let someone hurting them prevent them from enjoying their life and living their life and going for what they want. You're showing people that no matter what you've gone through, you can pick yourself back up and you can actually achieve your dreams and reach these desires that you want. Some of you, I really feel like you've been wanting a fresh start. You want a fresh start. You want to either move or get away, change your environment. This is your sign to do it. Spirit's telling you to dream a beautiful dream, to go for what you want. 19, when you add 1 plus 9, it reduces to 10. 10 reduces to number 1. 1 is a new beginning. It's taking a fresh new start. It's about moving forward. I really feel like you need to look and reflect on who you thought you were going to be when you were younger, or a certain goal you had when you were younger, and find a way to reincorporate it into your current life. Maybe, you have grown as a person, certain details about it have changed. It's not always going to be that I wanted to do this specifically and I'm going for it. Some of you, that might be the case. It might be that black and white. Others though, it's about like, I wanted to do this when I was younger, and I decided, you know what, that's not for me. I don't want to, let's say it was like, I want to be a singer. I don't want to be in the spotlight like that. I don't want to like spend time writing songs and trying to get on stage. I just feel like that's not really for me. It doesn't have to be, you have to be a singer, but what did singing back then mean to you? What was it helping you express? What was it helping you work through? And so maybe for you, it's like, okay, you want it to be a singer because it was allowing you to have this creative freedom to say what was on your mind, to speak your mind, and not hold yourself back, not let anything define you, and you felt like you could fully express yourself, you could be vulnerable, and be who you really were meant to be. And so now, as you live your life, it's about finding people who allow you to be yourself, who allow you to express yourself, to find what your true passions in life are and be unapologetically inspired by them. Allow yourself to, show off your different interests to your friends and your family, and like let them see your passion, let them see how this is a part of you, and allow them to see this vulnerable side of you, where you're embodying the desires of your younger self without doing it specifically the same way you would have back then. But by doing that, it's like you feel like you are able to tap back into your younger self, your inner child, and give them what they were craving. Allow your inner child to be healed. That's how you're going to heal your heart. Some of you, it's like, look here, she's like crafting, she's sewing back up her heart. Maybe some of you want to get into, sewing things or creating with your hands, and crafting things, just for fun. It doesn't even have to be professionally, but it just gives you something that you can do for yourself. Your spirit team wants you to do stuff for yourself, to build your confidence, to help you heal, and to kind of make it where whoever told you not to do it or who made you feel bad for wanting to do it, you're kind of doing it as a way to say, you can't tell me what to do. I get to do exactly what I want because I'm the only one living my life. And it's almost about like retaking your power, reclaiming your power. I feel like that's why Spirit wanted you to get this message, because everything that this person made you believe that you can't, every way that you've gotten in your head, everything you're insecure about, you don't need to be, because you once weren't insecure about them. You let this other person get in your way. You let this other person get in your head. If you never met them, you wouldn't have this insecurity. And so don't let this one person ruin your own happiness. Don't let this other person block you from being who you want to be and doing what you want to do. Don't let this person stop you from achieving your dreams. Tap back into your inner child. Some of you do inner child healing. Do some shadow work to heal, figure out what you need to heal with your heart. But then do it. Don't let things hold you back. It doesn't matter how weird it is. It doesn't matter, if people are going to judge you, because if people are going to judge you, like, you don't need those type of people in your life. It's one thing, like if your friends are worried for you, but if it's something that's not hurting others and it's just a little bit quirky or it's a little bit eccentric, your true friends won't care. And I also feel like Spirit wants you to understand, not that many people care about you in the sense of they're judging what you're doing or they're talking badly about what you're doing. You think there's more people who actually care about those small things than actually do. And so don't let your own fear of things make it where you hold yourself back. I really feel like you're meant to go and revisit something you once left behind. Allow yourself to heal in this process and go for your dreams, go for your desires. Embrace your inner child is honestly what I'm hearing. Do inner child healing and don't feel like anything's impossible. You're gonna find a way to make it work. You have this new beginning energy with you right now. You're meant to go and open doors and create new opportunities for you, and whatever it is you're trying to achieve, you're capable of achieving it. You just have to do it. You just have to start. You have this energy. It's going to be a process. It might not be quick. You know, there is this level of healing involved. There is this level of needing to adapt and work things out, figure things out, and go for what you want. But this process is going to allow you to build up those skills, and it's going to allow you to achieve what you want within time. It's almost like you're building up your like purpose or this like legacy again, where it's like you're going to do this and then you're going to teach others that nothing is impossible. You know, whether this is you actually creating something where you have a social media platform and sharing this with others, or if it's something that's just kept between you and your close family and your friends and you just inspire them. Inspiring one person and inspiring hundreds or millions, they all are going to have this ripple effect that help people, that create this level of inspiration. So it's like, it doesn't matter how many you inspire. You're just meant to do it so that you also enjoy your life and you live your dream life. And it's almost like you're meant to remind yourself there is hope. There is inspiration to pick yourself back up again. There is things that are worth enjoying again. And you don't need to hide yourself away from them or disregard them just because of the fears that you have. Don't let this one person control your life now that they're out of it. I really feel like it's important for yourself to start this healing process where you actually let go of the emotional control they still have over you, because you've done a great job of physically getting them out of your life. Now you got to work internally of getting them out of your life. And so I'm sending you so much love and light as you're going through this. I know it's definitely going to be a process, but I'm getting such good vibes for you, and like, I feel like it's just going to be a really good new chapter of your life. And so if this resonates for you, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also, give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family. And make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post future videos. I'm going to have other videos linked in the cards above that you can watch next. If this video did resonate and you want to leave a donation, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to get your own private reading, all my links are going to be in the description box down below for how you can contact me. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose pile number 3, for your cards, you have the postcard from Spirit, you have passion, and you have card 4 against the grain. So you have, dearest you, miracles never run out. Look back over your life and you will see so many moments of synchronicity when all the right people, the right place, the right opportunities, and the right time just showed up without any of your help. Think back to how you felt just before a miracle happened. You felt like you were giving up, but it was more like a gentle surrender to whatever was about to happen. We want you to know that miracles are being concocted for you and you will never ever run out of them. You just don't get to choose how they come, who will deliver them, when they will show up, and what they will do for you. All of that is our department. Spirit knows what is best for you and what wants to be expressed through you. You are incredible and amazing and a magnet for miracles. That would be a good mantra for you today. We're on it, relax. If you only knew how much you were loved. So I'm gonna go ahead and rearrange the cards so you can see them a bit better. So Spirit wants you to know that they have your back. I really get the sense right now, it's like they want you to do this exercise. They want you to sit with yourself and think about if you had all the power and the influence in the world and you could wave a magic wand and you could have something change either about your life or about the world, what would it be? And they don't want you to think small about this. For this exercise, they want it to be something like big, like something that you're actually passionate about. Not just like, oh, you want to have $1 million. But like, if that's the case, it's like, what do you want to do with that $1 million? What would that $1 million do for you? What is the real motivation of what you want that money for? And they want you to sit with this. They want you to think about it. And the reason for that is because Spirit's telling you right now they have your back. And the reason that they're telling you that they have your back is because I feel like your energy and the way that you carry yourself, the things that you do, it makes it where maybe there's not a lot of people on your side. You don't have a lot of people in your corner. You don't have a lot of people who believe in you. And Spirit's here to tell you that's okay. You are loved. And everything you're working towards, everything you want, out of your life you're going to get. But you have to understand that in order to get that, it's going to require some hard work, some tears. It's going to require some isolation from people. You might not have the biggest support system around you. And so that's where it's like, you have to find a way to be okay with not being everyone's favorite person. You have to find a way to find your own validation and love within yourself, because you have great passion. And when you're loyal to people, you're ride or die. Like, you have people's back because you don't have that many people in your life who you genuinely care about and who also have your back. And so it's not that you're doing things incorrectly, but you need to have your own version of self-worth, so that this way, when you're living your life, you're not chasing people for the wrong things. I really get the sense it's like this energy is literally preparing you that, like, what you want to do with your life purpose, with your passion, with your destiny, you're going against the grain. You're going against people. Some of you, this is like you're setting boundaries with your family and you're breaking generational trauma, and people aren't gonna like that. Like, you're gonna have people who support you, but there's gonna be a lot of people who think that you're abrasive, think that you're aggressive, and kind of want you to ignore your feelings or push it down or just get over it. So instead of actually addressing it and stopping the cycle, everyone just pretends it's okay. You're gonna have people in your life who don't understand why you can't do that. I feel like you're gonna have a lot of people in your lifetime who call you difficult. And so Spirit's preparing you, saying, like, that's okay. You're meant to be difficult, because that's how change happens. I really feel like in this lifetime, you're meant to be a change breaker. And because of that, it can be very isolating. It can be daunting. It can be intimidating. And it can be something where you're like, why do I have to be this one? Why do I have to be different? Or why can't I do this? And it's like there's some frustration, some guilt, some shame, and resentment over being the one who has to create the change. And Spirit sees that, Spirit acknowledges it, but Spirit's also like, the reason why it has to be you is because you're the one who's willing to do it. And it's because you have this passion inside of you. And I feel like Spirit's like telling you, is like, do you not think that everything you're realizing, everything that you're breaking through, other people in your life haven't realized? It's not that they haven't realized it, it's that they realized it, and instead of accepting it, embracing it, and forcing it, they denied it, they pushed it down, they pushed it away, they didn't want to deal with it. So you sitting there feeling these emotions, which are valid, you know, you have to feel them, even though you sign up for things, they're not always going to be what you want. Spirit's looking at you like, this isn't forced upon you. You're choosing this. Every day you continue to do this, it's your choice. And it's like you're choosing this because it's the right thing to do. You're choosing it because it's a part of who you are. You're choosing it because you're not going to let this cycle continue. But you actively like fighting against others or going against the grain is what you're meant to do. In this lifetime, you're meant to cause disruptions. You're meant to create this change, and you're meant to create the miracles. There's always a storm before the rainbow, and you have to create that storm. You have to create the uncomfortableness. You have to create the issues and the conflict, and you have to make people see the storm, accept that it's raining. And then you can have the calm, then you can have the sunshine and the rainbows and the happiness and the love and the laughter. But it's like, you need it to do this part first. You have to do the hard work first. You have to go against the grain. You have to do things on your own. This is not how your life is always going to be. Yes, you are a change breaker. Yes, you are this person who has the ability to acknowledge things and create this change. And yes, you have the ability to create miracles. But your whole life, you're not always going to be constantly fighting things. You're gonna have things in your life that you enjoy. You're gonna have other facets of your life in which you can bring happiness into your life, and you can enjoy your moments with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones. But you're not gonna do it at the expense of others. You're not gonna do it at the expense of your own happiness. Like, you're setting boundaries because you're not gonna let things continue when they're hurting others. You have so much passion and love in your heart. And so I get the sense it's like, Spirit's preparing you that like this is going to be something that's a big part of your life, but it's not going to be your whole life. You're going to find people who accept you, who agree with you, who you love, who you're going to be able to connect with. And in turn, it's like by doing this, by causing the disruptions, maybe you're not able to change the people in your life's opinions, but you're stopping this cycle with you. You're starting a new cycle, especially those of you where this is generational karma. You're choosing to no longer be a part of it. You're not complacent. And that's why Spirit wanted you to know that they have your back, because you're doing the right thing. It might be difficult, it might be isolating, but in time, you're going to be okay. You're going to be protected. I honestly feel like you wear your heart on your sleeve, and other people don't understand that. Other people don't agree, but ultimately it's like Spirit's pointing out, when you're at the end of your lives, who of you is going to have a happier life? Who's going to be more proud of their life? Who's going to have accomplished more with their life? You're going to be the person where you actually enjoyed your life. You didn't compromise your own happiness to just go with what's normal, to just continue these patterns, to just continue the cycle. And I also feel like this is indicating for any of you where you're in a situation in which you've been uncomfortable, in which you've been wanting to create change, but you've been afraid of the backlash. This is Spirit telling you it's not going to be easy, but do not be afraid of the backlash. Do not be afraid to go against the grain and do what you need to do. Don't be afraid to create your own miracles. You have such a strong sense of intuition. You know what's meant for you and you know what's not meant for you. And yes, when you're creating the miracles, you might not know that's what you're doing. You might not know what exactly you're building or what you're working towards. But by breaking these cycles, by moving on, by getting away, by creating distance and separating yourself and telling others that's not okay, that is in turn you listening to your true purpose and creating this change, creating this miracle. Your life purpose is to go against the grain, to show others there's more than one way to do things, to show others they don't have to do things just because others have done it. You're showing people that they get to make the choice on how they live their life. And I really feel like your life is going to led by your passions, by your desires, by your intuition, and doing what is meant for you that you feel called to do. If you're feeling stifled or feeling bored, feeling trapped in your life, listen to your intuition and make a change. Spirit has your back. No matter what choice you make, you're going to do the right thing. I feel like that's something that you get really afraid of doing is, well, what if I do this and it was the wrong choice? It wasn't the wrong choice. Spirit is giving you this message telling you, follow your passion, follow your heart. That is what's meant for you. That is what this lifetime is about for you. That is how you're actually going to enjoy your life. Stop being a people pleaser. Being a people pleaser isn't going to make you love your life. It's not going to make you happy with who you are. It's not going to make you feel whole and complete by yourself. That's chasing external validation from people where ultimately their opinion of you does not matter. Especially because I sense for a lot of you, the people whose opinions you're letting weigh on you right now, they're not even that good of people. They have their own issues that they haven't dealt with. I'm honestly hearing from Spirit, it's like, you don't need them to love you. You don't need them to like you. They themselves are not really anyone. They are not living authentically, and they also really don't matter. I feel like you're so caught up in getting these nobodies to like you. And I'm not talking like popularity. I'm talking about like, in the grand scheme of things, in like the collective, in the universe, this person that you're worrying, getting their approval of, they aren't important. And it's like, if they're not that important universally, then getting away from them, setting these boundaries, cutting them out of your life if you need to, it's not going to weigh on you as much as you think it is. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be very emotional in the process of it. But afterwards, once it's said and done, once you're emotionally healed, it's not going to leave the wound that you think it is. Going against the grain is going to be hard at first. It's going to get easier. Your whole life is not going to be this way. But right now, the feelings of being trapped, the feelings of having this conflict within you, because I really feel like a lot of you right now, you have this conflict of, I don't know what to do, I'm so stuck, I need guidance. And Spirit's like, you have guidance. You know what to do. You don't want to do it. You're afraid to do it. Those are not the same. Having a path that scares you is not the same as having no path. There's a difference between being locked in a cage versus having a door that's unlocked out of that cage, but being afraid of what's on the unknown. One version, you really are trapped. One version, you really don't have a way out, and you're powerless. The other option might feel a bit powerless because you don't know what to expect on the other side, but it's still something. It's something that's unknown, where you don't know the odds of what awaits for you on the outside, but it's something that's going to be different. It could be bad different, it could be good different, but you're not going to know until you go for it. And like what Spirit's telling you with this reading is that it's not going to be as bad as you think. It's not going to be worse than where you're at. You're going to be able to navigate it. You're going to be able to figure things out. You have to get out of your own head. And you have to allow yourself to embrace who you are and go against the grain. And all these things that, people have told you is bad or wrong, or like to stop doing and stop being difficult. Don't stop being who you are so it makes them more comfortable with their lives. I really feel like Spirit's like, if they don't have your back, we will. And you'll be okay. Eventually you'll find like-minded people if you haven't found them yet. You might be isolated more so than others, but you won't be completely alone. You won't have no one. You will find people. You will be okay. You will survive. And I feel like Spirit's telling you, it's like, forget the fears, forget the doubt. You know what you need to do. Now it's time to do it. Stop thinking about it, stop contemplating it, and just do it, because you have card number 4. Well, 4 is the number of stability. It's the number of structure. Just because you're doing something different doesn't mean it's not going to be secure. It's going to be stable. It's going to be strong because you're building it from a strong foundation. Your intuition is guiding you in the right path, but it is going to be secure. You're going to be okay. Allow yourself to create the change and allow the miracles itself to unfold. Allow yourself to trust your intuition and just see what happens. Listen to your heart, trust your passions, go for what you want, and don't let others hold you back anymore. Their opinions of you doesn't matter. Your opinion of yourself is what matters. Spirit has your back. You're doing the right thing. You're told that you're not going to do the wrong thing. You're not going to make a mistake. Trust your instincts, because Spirit has your back, and Spirit is looking for you to listen to yourself and pay attention to what you're being drawn to do, what you're being called to do. It's okay to be different. It's okay to stand out. If others call you difficult, that's on them. Again, it doesn't matter what this person calls you, because really they're doing it because they're intimidated that they couldn't be you, because they were presented with the same facts that you were. They just chose to ignore it. They weren't strong enough to break away, to stop it, to break the cycle. You are. And so Spirit has your back because you're doing the right thing. I keep feeling like that's what you need to understand. No matter how difficult this is, you're doing the right thing. You're on the right path. Just continue to listen to yourself. Things will improve. They will get better. Just give it some time. And so I really hope this resonates for you. I'm sending you all so much love and light as you're going through this. If it did resonate, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also, give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you a part of this family. And make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post future videos. I'm going to have other videos linked in the cards above that you can watch next. If this video did resonate and you want to leave a donation, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to get your own private reading, all my links are going to be in the description box down below for how you can contact me. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye. So those of you who chose the 4th pile for your card, you have your postcard from Spirit cards, then you have date, and card 34, in the world, not of the world. So you have, dearest you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's a time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration and the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with Spirit in a profound way so you can receive your music directly from source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others can't hear. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and the invisible. Don't worry, we will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always. And then you have, dearest you, we have a secret for you. The more you think you know, the less you actually do. So if you are willing to keep an open mind, you will avoid the narrow confines of the know-it-all and open up to the unlimited potential that can be discovered discovered only by the curious optimist. Curiosity allows you to discover new things, see the world from a different perspective, and find answers to questions you might not even know you have. Right now, whatever is going on, it's important to know that you are not aware of all the aspects of it you need to see to make an informed choice. You might be projecting a story that isn't totally true. So moving forward, your mantra could be, I don't know, or that's interesting, as you keep your mind and heart open to new experiences and a richer existence overall. All of us over here want you to be all you can be. We are cheering for you. Can you hear us? So I'm going to take a moment to move these cards around so you can see them a bit better. So what I'm sensing for you from Spirit, it's almost like they want you to prepare for a trip. Now this might not be a physical trip, but it is going to be this emotional journey. I'm kind of getting the sense that you have these self-limiting beliefs and these expectations that you have built up around yourself because of your environment. And this is something that everyone does on some level, but I think your issue is you haven't broken free of these self-limiting beliefs yet. You haven't taken time to deconstruct them and remove them. So you are moving along with your life with these biases that you're not aware of, and therefore they are causing issues in your life that you're not even consciously aware of. And so in the world, not of the world, this is representing the energy of not letting the world control you, not letting these environments and these self-limiting beliefs control you. It's being a part of things, but being separate, keeping your distance, keeping that boundary. Right now, there's not a boundary between your existence and others. And there's not this balance between how you learn information, how you understand things and you connect with things versus what that means for your life. It's almost like everything you learn, instead of observing it, it confines you more and more into this box of your own beliefs, your own life, of what you can do and what you're not allowed to do. And almost like anytime you want to go outside of this box, you have to ask permission. And so Spirit is looking at you and giving you this message so that it becomes conscious for you, so you can start to break free of this, but also to prepare you. This is gonna happen regardless. Honestly, I get the sense things are gonna start creating havoc or issues in your life. And the reason for that is because you're meant to look at them and break down your self-limiting beliefs and remove them from your life. So you start doing things more intuitively and you start to actually observe more about your life instead of letting things control your life. I get the sense that Spirit's preparing you for this because they're like, look, you can either take hold of this now, listen to this message, start to be more open-minded, start to, look at things objectively and just let them kind of play out before running to judgments, or you can resist this and you're gonna learn it the hard way. But I get the sense, it's almost like Spirit's telling you, it's like the things that you're wanting out of life, like the things you've been trying to manifest, and you're like, why isn't this working? My manifestations aren't coming true. Spirit's looking at you like, yeah, they're not gonna come true because you're not giving them room to happen. I feel like with this dream energy card, you need a moment to just reset and almost start with like a clean slate where obviously, like, you're gonna have your knowledge and stuff, but you're not allowing your knowledge to dictate what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. It's almost like you have this fresh, clean slate with yourself, with how you're gonna live life, where you're like, look, I'm being too rigid. I'm being too controlling of my own life, I'm micromanaging stuff, and I'm just gonna take just one day where I don't do that, where I just let things happen. I don't freak out about them. I just let them happen and I see what happens. And I'm going to, see without me interfering what good things happen, what bad things happen. And I'm gonna let them play out without me interfering so I can just see what the universe is providing for me. Because with this know-it-all energy, it's almost like you have this ability to swoop in and use your own bias and your own judgments to try and prevent things and try and manage things and control them without giving them room to play out to see what was actually going to happen and actually see what it brings into your life. I get the sense it's like you have too many expectations for things. And this is both in positive ways and in negative ways, but they're both hindering you, because basically, like, when it's a positive expectation, it's almost like you go in with these super high expectations that this goal that you want, this manifestation, can't meet it. So then you're disappointed now and you're letting yourself down when really this was good. You had a good thing, your expectations were just too high. But you can also have these negative expectations in the sense of you are preparing for the worst, you're expecting the worst, and so in return, you're only looking for the worst. So therefore, this thing might not be that bad, but because you're villainizing it and because you want it to be that bad, you're looking for things that you can be like, yeah, like this happened and just like really made me annoyed with the whole day. So it's like you're looking for reasons to be upset. And so like both of these things, they end up hurting yourself because you're not seeing things for what they are. You're not seeing them for the truth of the matter. You're seeing them with these preconceived notions, and you're leading yourself to disappointment. And what this date card is representing to me, it's kind of like expectations of people before they go on dates. Allow yourself to just enjoy the date, enjoy your life. Don't go into it thinking that this is going to be your person, you're going to fall in love, you're going to get married in 2 weeks and have kids and have a family and be happily ever after. But also don't go on the date expecting it to be the worst, expecting them to be a disappointment, and expecting to have a horrible time. Go into it and let it show you what it is. Allow itself to reveal itself to you, where you're a part of the world. You're not forcing the outcome of what it needs to be, because this is a message for all areas of your life. Let go of your expectations. Let it reveal itself to you, because sometimes you are actually pleasantly surprised. You can have things that look like they're gonna go and turn into chaos and be really bad, and you just like give it a moment before you react. You don't get involved, and within a day or two you can see that the situation has resolved itself. It didn't need you running in, fixing it, controlling it. You can give yourself a break. You can give yourself a rest. You don't have to be in charge of everything. You don't have to be in control of everything. Take a break for yourself where you let things happen, you let them play out, and you let them reveal themselves to you before you take action. This is not saying to not control your life, but this is saying you don't have to be playing this intense game of chess here. You don't have to be trying to predict the universe's next move when you're 4 moves ahead. Like, you can think about it in the moment when it happens. And you can be a little bit cautious, seeing how things are gonna go and, making some preparations, but don't act on them yet. This message from Spirit is saying, wait before you act. Let things reveal themselves. Let things show you how they really are, so your reaction matches what is actually happening, instead of just your projection of what you expected or what you thought. Don't allow yourself to project things onto others or onto situations, because that's actually hurting you. Take some time to heal. Take some time to rest. I really feel like Spirit's looking at you saying, don't judge things. And don't try and control. Allow yourself to accept the fact that you don't know, and allow the universe to show you what's going to happen. Allow the universe to take you on a different course that maybe you didn't expect, but leads you to where you want to be. Maybe this is someone you thought the date was going to go really bad. It turns out to be amazing. Now this is actually a person. Now you're actually getting married. You wouldn't have known that if you were nitpicking and looking for the worst in everything. So allow things to show you what they are before you make a judgment. Give things a chance. I feel like this is Spirit saying, when it comes to your life, if there's things that you typically would say no to, maybe take a moment to step out of your comfort zone and be like, you know what? I'm gonna say yes to it. I'm gonna see what happens. Start saying yes to more things. Start actually doing more and start experiencing. But you don't need to control everything. Even if things don't work out, now you have learned. Now you're not just projecting. Now you have actually learned from this that you can carry with you, that again, you can use as a precaution. But precautions aren't things that you have to avoid 100% of the time. There's just things to be aware of. You let the situation present itself to you, and then you make your assessment, listening to the precautions, listening to what you have learned, but you still have to allow it to reveal the truth of the matter to you. Don't just assume things. Don't just make judgments on things. Say yes to more things. Start doing more things. Start taking more action, and start to just have fun. Don't take things so seriously. I feel like you're so rigid and you have these self-limiting beliefs and you think you have to be perfect, and Spirit's telling you right now it's okay to not be perfect. Like, you are perfect, but you're perfect because you're imperfect. You don't have to do things right 100% of the time. It's okay to fall down. It's picking yourself back up that matters. But I really feel like you need to start giving things more chances, and in turn you have to give yourself more chances. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. You need to start letting things reveal themselves to you. You have to let yourself try more things in order to learn what you really want out of life. Right now you're going based on what you think you want, but you don't really know. You need to start living your life so you can find out what your soul actually wants and what's truly authentic to you. That's how you're gonna find your actual happiness. And that's how you're going to start to enjoy your life instead of just, going through the motions of things. Spirit wants you to have fun, but Spirit doesn't want you to get lost in this world. Spirit wants you to be part of it and co-creating the life that you want. So don't just focus on, these biases that you have and telling you what you can and cannot do. Don't just stay within your box. Break out of this box and allow yourself to try all different things out of life so that then you figure out what's true for you, what's authentic. And so I feel like Spirit's just like here, like supporting you, but like telling you it's okay to, take a time to heal yourself and break free of your limitations and work on yourself, improve yourself, and then start enjoying your life more. Take more chances, take more risk. Spirit has your back. You're going to be protected. You're going to be okay. And so I really just hope this resonates for you. I'm sending you all so much love and light as you're going through this. If it did resonate for you, let me know in the YouTube comments down below. Also give this video a big thumbs up and share with others who need to hear it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this family, and make sure you turn on that bell notification so you don't miss out when I post my future videos. I post new videos every single week, and I'm gonna have other videos linked in the cards above for you to watch next. If this reading did resonate and you were drawn to leave a donation, I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to get your own private reading, all the ways you can contact me are going to be in the description box down below. I can't wait to see you all in my next video. I hope you have a good one. Bye.